Karachi has an arid climate, albeit a moderate version of this climate. Karachi is located on the coast and as a result has a relatively mild climate. Karachi has two main seasons, summer and winter, while spring and autumn are very short. Summer season persists for longest period during the year. The level of precipitation is low for most of the year. Less precipitation during summer is due to inversion layer. Karachi also receives the monsoon rains from July to September. The city enjoys a tropical climate encompassing mild winters and warm summers. The humidity levels usually remain high from March to November, while very low in winter as the wind direction in winter is northeasterly. Since summer temperatures are approximately 30 degrees Celsius to 36 degrees Celsius, the winter months are the best time to visit Karachi. Most visitors, tourists come to Karachi during the month of December. Factors: the monsoon and the western disturbance are the two main factors which alter the weather over Karachi. Otherwise, continental air prevails for rest of the year. Following of the main factors that affect the weather over Karachi city. Monthly weather conditions. Like all other cities, Karachi has four seasons, that are winter, summer, autumn and spring. The spring and autumn, however, are indistinguishable from summer and winter since there is no drastic change in temperatures. Summer and winter are the only prevalent seasons in Karachi, with spring and autumn failing to make their presence felt. Given below is a month-by-month description of the weather prevailing in Karachi. January. The month of January is the coolest month of the year in the city, with mostly clear skies and a constant any breeze blowing. The influx of very cold and very dry Siberian winds bring brief, cold spells to the region, dropping the night temperatures to below 10 degrees Celsius. Western disturbances from the Persian Gulf and Iran affect the city during this time, bringing with them light rainfall. The highest rainfall during this month was 89.3 millimeters, which was recorded in 1995. The highest temperature of 32.8 degrees Celsius was recorded on the 16th of January 1965. The average high for the month is 25.6 degrees Celsius, while the average low for the month is a mild 12 degrees Celsius. February. That the cold waves can affect the metropolis till the middle of the month, after which a warming trend begins in the city. The relative humidity also tends to increase after the middle of the month. The lowest temperature was 3.3 degrees Celsius on the 11th of February 1950 and the highest was 35.5 degrees Celsius on the 10th of February 1993. The highest monthly rainfall of 96 millimeters was recorded in 1979. Western depressions can continue to affect the city during this month, often causing overcast skies and light to moderate rainfall. The intensity of rainfall in February is relatively higher compared to the preceding month. The average high for the month is a pleasant 27.7 degrees Celsius, whereas the lows hover around 15 degrees Celsius. March. Weather turns quite warm at the start of March, with increasing humidity and intensity of sunshine. Highest temperature was recorded at 42 C in 2004 and then again in 2010. March is considered springtime in the city, when the skies are usually clear blue and with SW breeze dominates, making the outdoors much pleasant. Western depressions can bring moderate to at times even heavy rainfall. In the recent years, Karachi has received quite heavy rainfall in the month of March. For instance, on the 18th of March 1997, the city received 25 millimeters rainfall from an overnight thunderstorm. On the 11th of March 2007, a strong western depression gave up to 35 mm rainfall in the city, during which intermittent moderate to heavy rain continued in the metropolis from morning till midnight. On the 19th of March 2007, once again isolated heavy downpour lashed the city, in which the northern parts received 53 mm rainfall in less than an hour, while other areas received lesser precipitation. Most recently, on the 13th of March 2015, an overnight dose of heavy rain lashed mainly the southern and shade areas of the city. Between 10 and 15 mm rainfall was recorded in these areas within 15 minutes. However, Gulshan-e Hadid Observatory received 40 mm downpour on the same night. The all-time high for the month was a mighty 130 mm, recorded in 1967, which is March's highest rainfall from the city. April. Moving into April, the temperatures and humidity see an increasing trend. The highest temperature of April was 44.4 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 16th of April 1947, while the lowest temperature of 12.2 degrees Celsius was recorded on the 29th of April 1967. The highest monthly rainfall of 52.8 mm was recorded in 1935. The average high for the month is 34.3 degrees Celsius, while the average low is 22.3 degrees Celsius. Although it is rare for the metropolis to get rainfall in this month, in recent times, the April of 2013 was quite exceptional as the metropolis was blessed by heavy rain on 3 occasions. On the 2nd of April 2013, a thunderstorm gave heavy rain in northern parts of the city where 12.6 mm rain was recorded. On the 8th of April 2013, a strong western depression from the Persian Gulf affected the city, giving widespread heavy rainfall in the morning hours, accompanied by strong winds. A maximum of 28 mm rainfall was recorded. On the 22nd of April 2013, a strong thunderstorm ripped across the metropolis at midday, giving very heavy rainfall especially in central, NW and southern parts of the city. Downtown Observatory in South Karachi received an accumulation of 66 mm for the month. However, the record for the highest rainfall in April stands unbroken because the record of 52.8 mm in 1935 was set at the Airport Observatory, while the total rainfall recorded at the airport in April 2013 was 29 mm. The April of 2015 was very warm in Karachi, as it was 2.4 degrees Celsius warmer on average compared to a standard April. May is the hottest month in Karachi, with temperatures touching 40 degrees Celsius. The highest temperature was recorded on the 9th of May 1938, when temperatures reached 47.8 degrees Celsius, while the lowest temperature was 17.7 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 4th of May 1989. The humidity in the month is quite high, often surpassing 60% and coupled with temperatures ranging between 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. The heat indices are generally quite high, making the outdoors highly uncomfortable. Rainfall in May is a rare occurrence. Recently, a very strong thunderstorm affected the metropolis during the early hours of the 2nd of May 1997. 40 mm rainfall was recorded at Masroor Base, while the airport received 6 mm rain. The highest monthly rain that occurred was in May 1933, when 33 mm rain lashed the city. In 1999, 2001 and 2010, three major cyclones formed that came close to Karachi. The 1999 cyclone hit close to Karachi, along the coast of Thatta and Kheti Bandar, giving massive rainfall and causing widespread damage in these areas, while the city of Karachi only received very strong knee winds, with light showers. 2001 Indian Ocean cyclone was the third strongest cyclone of the Arabian Sea that made landfall near the Indian border. Cyclone Fet formed in May 2010, about 1,100 kilometers away from Karachi. It traveled along the coast, striking Oman, then affecting the coast of Balochistan, giving record-breaking rain amounts there. Gwadar, for instance, got 372 mm rainfall in 36 hours. In May 1902, a cyclonic storm struck the coast in the vicinity of Karachi. June. The temperatures of June are almost identical to May, with just a slight decrease. The highest temperature of June was 47 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 18th of June 1979, and the lowest was 22.1 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 3rd of June 1997. On the 6th of June 2010, Cyclone Fet came close to the coast of Karachi as a tropical depression at about 50 kilometers away from the city after a week-long journey. About 150 millimeters of rain with 35 miles per hour winds struck the city. 95 millimeters rainfall was recorded at the airport observatory, whereas 150 millimeters was recorded at Masraw base. That's why once again, the official record for highest rainfall in the month of June, which was set at the airport observatory in June 2007, i.e. 110 millimeters, stands unbroken. The average maximum temperature from the month of June is 34.8 degrees Celsius, whereas the average low is 27.9 degrees Celsius. Heat stroke. Heat wave. June 2015 was incredibly hot and humid in Karachi, being 1.8 degrees Celsius warmer than an average June in the metropolis. Between the 18th of June and the 23rd of June 2015, a severe heatwave struck the city. During these days, the maximum temperature remained in the range of 40 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius, whereas the minimum temperature was between 30 degrees Celsius and 33 degrees Celsius. Due to humidity levels ranging between 40 to 50% coupled with high temperature, the heat indices recorded in the city were above 50 degrees Celsius during these days. The highest temperature during this heatwave was 45 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 20th of June 2015, while the minimum temperature on this day was 31 degrees Celsius. On the 21st of June 2015, the highest temperature was 43 degrees Celsius, whereas the minimum was 33 degrees Celsius. The abnormal heat and humidity, coupled with government apathy towards the masses, claimed the lives of 1,234 people in Karachi in 1 week. July. In the month of July, the city is likely to start receiving rainfall from monsoon systems that strike the metropolis from the Indian states of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Fast breeze from the SW blows throughout the day, with stratus clouds covering the sky for most part of the day and night, making the weather very pleasant. Drizzle increases in intensity in this month, mostly occurring during night and early morning hours. At times, showers of considerable intensity can also lash the metropolis from these weak clouds, causing up to a few millimeters of rain. Heavy rains lash the city when a strong monsoon system strikes the region. Average high for the month is 33.1 degrees Celsius, whereas average low is 27.4 degrees Celsius. The highest July temperature of 42.2 degrees Celsius was recorded on the 3rd of July 1958, and the lowest temperature was 21.2 degrees Celsius on the 22nd of July 1997. The highest monthly rainfall for July was 429.3 millimeters, recorded in 1967. On the 27th of July 1944, a cyclone left some 10,000 people homeless in Karachi. The weather of August is identical to that of July. In 2006, after 2 years of drought, widespread rainfall of 77 millimeters occurred in the city to break the drought period. Between 09 and the 11th of August 2007, a very strong tropical depression produced 191 millimeters intermittent moderate to heavy rain lashed the megacity during these 48 hours. Another monsoon low produced 80 millimeters of rain on the 22nd of August 2007. The monsoon typically starts to get weak from the last week of August, but still has the potential to cause heavy rains in the city, as on the 31st of August 2009, when parts of the city received 148 millimeters rainfall, while precipitation in other areas varied between 40 to 70 millimeters. But history has shown that the monsoon withdraws from Karachi during the final days of August. The highest rainfall for August is 272.5 millimeters, which occurred in 1979. The highest temperature was 41.7 degrees Celsius on the 9th of August 1964, while the lowest temperature was 21.0 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 7th of August 1984. The city's highest rainfall in 24 hours occurred in 1979, when 166 millimeters rain lashed the city. September. The first 2 weeks of September can have some good rains. After the first 2 weeks, the monsoon completely withdraws from the city, and the sky remains sunny and dry. There is a slight decrease in humidity, which hovers between 70 to 80%, and an increase in temperatures. Rain in this month is inconsistent. During the monsoon of 2005, no rain occurred in the city, raising the fears of drought, but from the 9th of September till the 11th of September, heavy rainfall lashed the city. About 80 millimeters rainfall was recorded. From the 12th of September evening till the 13th of September afternoon, 2011, a total of 140 millimeters occurred in the city that caused urban flooding in almost all parts of the city. The highest rainfall for September was 315.7 millimeters in 1959. The highest temperature was 42.2 degrees Celsius on the 30th of September 1951, and the lowest temperature recorded was 18.2 degrees Celsius on the 23rd of September 1994. October is the driest month in the city of Karachi. The highest temperature of 43.3 degrees Celsius was recorded on the 1st of October 1959, and lowest was 10.0 degrees Celsius recorded on the 30th of October 1949. Morning is hazy and the winds are calm. The sky remains clear with hot conditions. The highest monthly rainfall for October is 98 millimeters, which occurred in 1956. It is the second hottest month of the year after May. Karachi is considered by some to be a city with two summers: pre-monsoon summer of April to May and post-monsoon summer of September to October. During the year of 2004, the city received no significant precipitation, with the exception of a 2-day spell of moderate rain which occurred between 2 and 3 October 2004 due to Cyclone Monsoon. 35 mm rain was recorded in 2 days across the city. November has warm days and cool nights. Mid-November conditions are much like those of October. During the last weeks of November there is a gradual decrease in temperature and thus winter begins, but it is not that cold. The first weeks of November are typically dry and the last week of November is cold. It is one of the driest months of the year, not only in Karachi, but most parts of Pakistan. On the 9th of November 2010, remnants of Cyclone Jul caused gusty winds in the metropolis. The highest rainfall for November is 83.1 mm, which occurred in 1959. The highest and lowest temperatures are 38.5 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 1st of November 1994 and 6.1 degrees Celsius, recorded on the 29th of November 1938 respectively. December. The month of December is the annual winter month, but winter becomes more chilly in January. In December, the weather remains cool. The sky remains overcast for part of the month, causing temperatures to decrease. Rainfall is common in the city during the month of December due to the western disturbance coming from the Mediterranean Sea. The highest monthly rainfall of 63.6 mm was recorded in 1980. During December 2006, a strong westerly low pressure resulted in 60.5 mm of rain in the city. The highest recorded temperature for December was 34.5 degrees Celsius on the 11th of December 2001, and the lowest temperature was 1.3 degrees Celsius, which occurred on the 14th of December 1986. Monsoon precipitation in Karachi. The average annual rainfall for Karachi is 185 mm. The highest annual rainfall of 713 mm was recorded in 1967. Annual monsoon rains for Karachi amount to 146.5 mm. The city experienced above normal monsoon rainfalls in 2003, 2006, 2007, 2009, 2010 and 2011, while in 2004 and 2005 the city received below normal rainfall. In 2009 the country received 30% below normal rainfall, with the exception of Sindh, including Karachi, which received above normal monsoon rains. Following is the annual monsoon rainfall for the last few years based on data from the Pakistan Meteorological Department. Pakistan Meteorological Departments in Karachi. Institute of Meteorology and Geophysics, IMG Karachi, National Seismic Monitoring and Tsunami Early Warning Center, Karachi, Climate Data Processing Center, Karachi, Tropical Cyclone Warning Center, Karachi, National Seismic Monitoring Center, Karachi, Directorate of Maintenance, Karachi, Directorate of Forecasting and Climatology, Karachi, Regional Met Centers, Karachi, Lahore, Peshawar, Quetta, Gallery,